Thank you.
The American people have witnessed what is the greatest failure of any presidential administration in the history of our country. On January 28th, the Vice President and the President were informed about the nature of this pandemic. They were informed that it's lethal in consequence, that it is airborne, that it will affect young people, and that it would be contracted because it is airborne. And they knew what was happening, and they didn't tell you. Can you imagine?
Vice President Pence, you were in the front row in a Rose Garden event 11 days ago, what seems to have been a super spreader event.
Many of the people who were at that event, Susan, actually were tested for coronavirus. And it was an outdoor event, which all of our scientists regularly and routinely advise.
If the Trump administration approves a vaccine before or after the election, should Americans take it, and would you take it?
If the public health professionals, if Dr. Fauci, if the doctors tell us that we should take it, I'll be the first in line to take it. Absolutely. But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
And Senator, I just ask you, stop playing politics with people's lives. Now, with regard to China, China is to blame for the coronavirus. And President Trump is not happy about it.
Will not raise taxes on anybody who makes less than $400,000 a year.
He said he's going to repeal the Trump tax cuts.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
Well, wait.
I'm speaking.
It'd be important if you said the truth. Joe Biden said twice in the debate last week that he's going to repeal the Trump tax cuts.
If you don't mind letting me finish, we can then have a conversation, okay?
Please.
Okay. I will always fight for a woman's right to make a decision about her own body. It should be her decision and not that of Donald Trump and the Vice President, Michael Pence.
I couldn't be more proud to serve as Vice President to a president who stands without apology for the sanctity of human life. I'm pro-life. I don't apologize for it.
Do you know that of the 50 people who President Trump appointed to the Court of Appeals for lifetime appointments, not one is black? The President of the United States took a debate stage in front of 70 million Americans and refused to condemn white supremacists.
President Trump has Jewish grandchildren. His daughter and son-in-law are Jewish. When you were Attorney General of California, you increased the disproportionate incarceration of blacks in California. Is a great insult to the men and women who serve in law enforcement. And I want everyone to know who puts on the uniform of law enforcement every day.
And again, I will not be lectured by the Vice President on our record of what we have done in terms of law enforcement and keeping our communities safe and a commitment to reforming the criminal justice system of America.
If Judge Amy Coney Barrett is confirmed to the Supreme Court of the United States, are you and Joe Biden, if somehow you win this election, going to pack the Supreme Court to get your way?
I'm so glad we went through a little history lesson. Let's do that a little more. In 1864...
Well, I'd like you to answer the question.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking.